Do this before voting for Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or any politician. Hey, it's Brian here. So there's so much talk about the presidential election on November 3rd between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. But guess what? I'm telling you, don't focus on Joe Biden or Donald Trump. Focus on yourself and your own thinking. So what I mean by that is, when I was watching the presidential debate, I realized something. When they were being asked different questions, I was less concerned about what they think as I was about what I think about the certain issues that they were being asked about. So pretty much like I was in my head saying, does Donald Trump or Joe Biden agree with me? Not do I agree with Joe Biden or Donald Trump. So there's a difference there. It's a difference in thinking. And this is tied in with my last video on open-mindedness and thinking for yourself. So that video, I was like, you have to reflect, then take in all the perspectives and the information out there, and then reflect again to form your own opinion. So this video is pretty much like that first part, reflection, that initial reflection, specifically in regards to the presidential election and choosing who you want to pick. So what you have to do to pick a candidate is simple. You need to reflect, and you need to write down all the issues that are important to you, right? If it's education system, if it's childcare, if it's inner city violence, if it's criminal justice reform, police reform, and then write down what you want the president to do to address these things, or maybe what you want the government to do, or the mayor at the local level, or anything like that. So you want to do all that first. You don't want to go into it like judging the opinions of Donald Trump or Joe Biden or any government person, because then you're basing it off their perspective. First, you have to reflect on your own on these social issues, and then research after that. So that's very important to come to the best conclusion for you, I believe. And look, this is not about my self-reflection, so I'm not going to tell you what I think in this video or who I'm going to vote for. Because guess what? We have too many people in our ears telling us what to think and who to vote for. And I will not be one of those people, okay? Because I respect your thought processes as a person. I just want to empower you to have the best thought process for you. And you want to be conscious too and notice that each candidate is not 100% good or 100% bad. You're not going to agree with 100% of everything that someone says. And also, quote unquote, good people also have bad qualities. And quote unquote, bad people also have good qualities. So you want to be conscious of that. And this sort of exercise is so important because you have to understand there's so much bias and distortions out there. So for instance, like a quick example is I saw this YouTube video one time of this interviewer on the street telling someone the opinions or policies of XYZ person from a party. And then the person was like, oh, that's so terrible. I just hate that person. Then they were told, wait, that was actually the other party that they supposedly agree with. So I've seen this a lot where people just pick a side and they stick with that side no matter what. So you really want to avoid that because that's really just being closed-minded and not thinking for yourself. So if you're a liberal and you watch MSNBC, broaden your horizon, watch something else, get different perspectives out there so you don't stay in an echo chamber. And if you're conservative, don't just watch Fox, same thing. Broaden your horizon, see all the different perspectives out there. That's very important. You have to notice what your biases are and then work through them to then pick the right candidate for you. So I hope this video is a useful thing for you and just really, it's just a reminder to just self-reflect on what is important to you in a presidential candidate and what you want to have happen. And then from there, judge the perspectives of Donald Trump and Joe Biden and what they're going to do, and then develop your opinion on who to choose from there. Those levels of thinking, you want to have that. And that's the point of this video, and I hope it inspires you to pick the most authentic candidate for what is important to you. Honor what's important to you. Subscribe if you vibe.